Mileena, Rain, Rambo, coming to Mortal Kombat 11, 17th of November. I take this as a great opportunity to put out 5 more gameplay tips and tactics that I use, which got me Elder God every season. These tactics are being shown off in preparation for the big DLC drop. They could help you evolve as a player, they could help you become stronger than you already are, or they could help a newcomer slash returning MK11 player based on the DLC that's coming to get a better understanding of how the game can be played. Important notice, I'll be linking the previous tactic videos I've made in the description of this video. It's important that you see those as well. If you really want to boost and advance your gameplay, it may help you just as much as this video may help you. The feedback I got from those videos was incredible. They got 1,000 likes each. Okay, and that is great, so thank you for that. Let's get started. Coming in at number 1, we are talking about short hops. They were once called useless, and players thought that they were in the game for nothing. However, based on my personal experience using them and going against them, I can confirm that short hops are a legit mix-up in this game. If you have a low move that has the startup of 11 frames or less, you can legitimately use the short hop as a pressure tool to force your opponent into blocking high. That's where you go into the low and you get a free opening. One character that benefits highly from this is Shang Tsung. His back 3 is 10 frame startup, and it goes into a full combo. In this clip, I do a short hop into back 3 up 4, and I got myself a full optimal combo. In this clip, I'm going to do a short hop and put fear into my opponent into blocking low, and I got the crushing blow. Next up, jump kick into short hop 3. No uppercuts, denied. And lastly, short hop forward 4, 12 frame low. So not many people really use the short hops in this game, but in this video I'm here to tell you 3 ways that they are very strong and why I think they are a huge threat and a bigger threat than any of you think. So the first one was the legit mix-up I've shown you with Shang Tsung's back 3. It also works with a poke, and it does not work with Sub-Zero's back 3. They can react because this back 3 is 13 frames startup. Like I said, in my personal experience, they are a huge threat. I've gone against a Kung Lao player that prevented me from blocking low the entire match by short hopping into his down 3, his 7 frame down 3, or committing to the overhead. Another way you can use short hops in this game is by knocking the opponent down, and while they are knocked down you can perform a short hop, and that could increase the chance of them blocking on the get up and blocking on wake up instead of doing something scrubby like wake up jump, wake up buttons and all that. So not only that, you can also do this. Yes. The short hop allows you enough time and room to get ready to punish a forward roll wake up from the opponent. It gives you enough time to react, and you can just, as soon as you see your character's feet hit the ground, you press your buttons and the punish will begin. Simple as that. If you're lucky, you could do something like this as well. Fast hands, fast reactions. You gotta dash in, you gotta short hop, and then you gotta get ready for the punish, and you can react by the time they reach the other side. And don't forget, you can also grab. So if they try, And lastly, you can use short hops to high profile annoying pokes in the game. Check this out. So something like that basically, and if you're approaching your opponent and you know they're gonna do it, I mean it clearly goes straight over it, right? So you can use that. Let's try that with one of the most broken annoying pokes in the game, Kung Lao's down 3. Now remember, the majority of the roster's down 3s and down 4s can be countered by short hop attacks, and I'm not entirely sure about the down 1s, so check this out. Something like that, and let's have a look at the down 3. And lastly, you can do this against the down 4s. If you read that they are going to do a down 4 when they come close to you, you can short hop it. In this clip, Johnny Cage's down 4 is a faster start up than my back 3. If I didn't short hop, it would have hit me. So, short hop first and then the back 3 and he's dead. In this clip, short hop the down 4 into grab. Before moving on to number 2, I must clarify that what we will be talking about in number 2 is going to be changed. We just got confirmation during Rain's Kombat cast from Stephanie Brownback that all periods of delay get-ups such as short, medium, medium-long, and long get-ups will no longer be in the game and will be replaced by one universal get-up timing. So, after November 17th, meaties in this game will exist. This is one of the best gameplay changes they are going to make, so less scrubby gameplay will evolve from dumb players. Basically, in the live build of this game, you cannot tell when they will get up off the ground consistently and precisely, but with the new get up animation and timing, you definitely can. So, however, whiff staggers, as we are going to talk about in number 2, are still going to be important. Thank you. Number 2. Whiff staggers on knockdown creates pressure. So, some of you may know that Sub-Zero players whiff back 3 and then grab you when you're knocked down like this. Why do they do that? It's because whiff staggers create pressure as a whole. With whatever character you're playing, whiff staggers will create pressure. Dishing a normal out like this or this or this while the opponent is knocked down will only create extra pressure as they delay get up. Whiff staggering on meaty will only pressure your opponent into continuing to block on get up, or if they wake up scrub tactics like wake up jump or wake up buttons, you can recover from whichever whiff stagger you did as long as the recovery frames are good, such as 19 frames recovery, 14, 15 on this. As long as it's a good enough recovery, you can counter their scrub tactic wake up, such as wake up buttons, wake up jump. Check this out. So this is what would happen 80% of the time facing players online if you don't whiff stagger a normal before doing a full string. So for example, recording slot number 1 is going to show us Sub-Zero getting caught by a down 1 on wake up because he did not whiff stagger anything and he decided to commit to the entire back 3 2 1 string. See, shit like that happens. So that's number 1. Recording slot number 2, this is one of the biggest issues in the game actually. For example, again, the Sub-Zero player got tagged by a wake up poke previously, and they do not want to get tagged by that wake up poke again, so they commit to their full back 3-2-1 string instantly on knockdown. This is what can happen 80% of the time when you go against players that abuse wake up buttons. There you go. See? That tiny window between back 3-2, you can wake up, get up in time, and interrupt that tiny little window between back 3-2 from Sub-Zero. This happens a lot. Like, it happens way too often in this game, and that's why whiff staggers are the best option to go with against people who do this. That bullshit I just showed you happens very, very often. Okay, this is not something that happens once a day. This happens like at least 50 times a day, to me at least. You know me, I play Kombat League. The Sub-Zero player got tagged by a down 1 on wake up in recording slot 1. The Sub-Zero player got tagged by a 1-1 in between back 3-2 on get up, wake up buttons, and now finally the Sub-Zero player wants to end it, and they want to delay the back 3-2 this time to make sure the wake up buttons don't work. Wrong. Yes, a full delay wake up, you're gonna get punished. There's so much, you cannot precisely tell when they're going to get up. That's the problem. And now we are going to look at the same 3 situations from the 3 previous recording slots, but this time with a whiff stagger and how it helps. Check this out. In the recording slot number 1 without a whiff stagger, the Sub-Zero player got tagged by a down 1 on get up. Let's do that now. Stuffed. Whiff staggered back 3 into back 3-2 again. Hit confirmable into ice ball. Stuffed. Clean counter with this whiff stagger. Now recording slot number 2 with a whiff stagger against a 1-1 wake up. See that? There you go. Stuff the wake up 1-1s, 7 frame wake up 1-1s with a poke. I whiff staggered with down 1, as you can see. Finally, recording slot number 3 against a delayed get up with a whiff stagger. There you go. Clean. That's it. They will get hit if they're not blocking on wake up. In conclusion, you make your opponent think you'll commit to a full string, and they will try to contest or they will either block, and it's on you to prevent them from completely doing any of those. There is a problem with this game's balancing. It's called invincibility on get up. That's what helps people wake up buttons so well. Meaties in this game are almost impossible to time precisely and consistently. This is why whiff staggers will work, and you can dash in and grab. In this clip, my opponent caught me out. They baited me. They were doing a down 1 whiff stagger and then into buttons. I got caught by that. That's how they can be used. Here I did a down 1 whiff stagger into an auto shimmy. He blocked it. That's fine. He got caught that time. Down 1, dash in and grab, whiff stagger, done. Standing 1 whiff stagger, done. And
finish him.
Back 3. Only up 3 wake ups can counter the whiff staggers. However, check this out. Whiff staggers are great against wake up jumpers. So I'm using Liu Kang right now because he has a great mid. I don't know what characters you guys use, but if you do have a good mid, you can use it like this. So that basically right there, that was a mid that was an anti-air against a wake-up jumper, and it would have stopped wake-up buttons, wake-up poke, anything. And it's a 9-frame mid, so you can use it like that as well. Doing the entire back one string without whiffing back one first can lead to this. They get away a little bit, they get another wake up option, wake up roll, wake up 3. You don't want them to have that. Number 3, do you get poked when you do a jump kick on block? Like every single time you just get poked. Here's an option. There are 2 pros and 1 con involved with this tactic. The pros are that if they try to poke again, it will be stuffed, and another pro is that if they try to press any more buttons, that will be stuffed as well. And the con is that if they jump after a poke on block, after their poke on block, well, you'll see what happens. So now I'm going to try to poke again. See that? Reversal throw counter after you read and block their poke will shut down anything they do. And now I'm going to press standing 1, which is a 7-frame move. See? Reversal grab counters and stuffs their mashing bullshit, but here's the con. Recording slot 2 has the con. There you go. If your opponent is that fucking scrubby to jump after their poke on block, you're gonna have to teabag when you win, you know, straight fatality as well. Important, I'm not telling you to do this all the time, it's just an option on reversal only, okay, because this could happen. They could mistime their second poke and your grab will get punished by it. Micro backdashes into buttons. This right here is one of the most cheapest, dumbest things in this game, but it actually works so well. Jade players are the fucking kings and queens of doing this shit because they do down 4 on block into backdash into back 2. Now let's have a look at how stupid it is. When I successfully check my opponent for trying to take their turn on my minus frames by micro backdashing into buttons, I call it out on my stream. I call it out for a reason, because I want people to know that you can actually do this. Check this out. So I got Liu Kang reacting with his 11-frame forward 4, and I got Noob Saibot micro backdashing after his low amplified slide into forward 2-2. Check this out. See that? That's what I'm talking about. You can do this with every character. Okay, you need to choose what string to do after it, whichever one's your quickest one on your minus frames. This thing with micro backdashing on minus frames, it's so cheap, yet it's so satisfying and it works. It's somewhat of a scrub tactic in my opinion, but it works in this bloody game. You steal their turn once again with micro backdashing into buttons. Liu Kang's 1-2-3 is one of the fastest moves in the game, in my opinion. Let's see what happens if we react with that. There you go. Even that gets stuffed as well. Also, be careful. Be warned when doing the micro backdash on minus frames. The most common way of you getting really hurt for pressing more buttons after your minus frames is jump attacks. Like that basically, and that's the most common way. When they get enough of getting checked again and again, this is what happens basically. They jump. So that's your opportunity to bait them into jumping or to continue pressing buttons, because if they do jump, I've kept him in the corner this whole time. I've been backdashing on my minus frames into buttons, and then finally, as you can see, he tried to jump, and I was ready for that, and I got a complete clean punish on it. I expected it. It paid off. Clean match. It's over. Here's an example. With this recording slot number 1, I have Sonya doing 1, 3, 4, amplified ring, and then back 1 without a micro backdash, just back 1 straight after it. Check this out. She got hit, right? Because they didn't micro backdash and they went straight into back 1 for, well, just to get a free launcher somehow, or just to mash. Now with recording slot number 2 with a micro backdash, let's see what happens to the Raiden player who reacts with their mid instantly. Do you see that little micro backdash? Mini micro backdash can change everything and take their turn away from them. In this clip, I did a down 3 on block and backdashed into back 3, and he got caught for it. You see what I'm getting at? Backdashing on a poke. In this clip, you can see I'm gonna stagger 2-2 and then backdash into back 3. I got the crushing blow for that. That's how it works. On a side note, here is something that I believe all of you should start learning and doing: dash cancels. That's how it works basically. You must start doing dash cancels so that a full forward dash or a back dash animation will recover as soon as you hit any button in the middle of it. So it won't take longer than usual as it does without a cancel. So here I got Sindel doing back 2 and then backdashing into back 2 again. Why? Because if I advance to her, if she does it from this range, that's a free launcher. She backdashed into the back 2 and I got launched again. But let's see what happens if she doesn't backdash. No backdash means there's a bigger chance you will get hit. So if you do a full backdash into buttons, you will get the launch again in Sindel's case, but in other characters' cases you might get a full combo, like, I don't know, Cassie's back 2 or some shit like that. Like, I want to reiterate how annoying and stupid this type of shit is, because just look at this, man. This is what you get for advancing to try and take your turn. Like, that's what pisses me off in the Kombat League when I play it. That's why I rage on it. Then people say, oh, you're just raging over a game. Shut the fuck up. And now we're going to look at the dash cancelling with block. This is why it's important. We're going to look at this Sindel who is going to forward dash and then block once the animation of the forward dash is done. This is what will happen. Flawless block. They'll walk right into it. You'll dash right into your opponent's buttons. But this time we are going to cancel the dash as we move, and when we get close to Cabal, this is what will happen. Like that. Cancelling the dash animation is what I'm getting at. Cancel your dash animation so it reduces the chances of you getting hit for forward dashing completely in. Blind hits. Okay, I don't know the official term for what I'm about to show you, but I just gave it this random name. I called it blind hits. Check this out. So, recording slot number 1, I have Sub-Zero doing back 3 on block and then backdash into back 3, 2, 1. Let's have a look. Nothing happened. Okay. So, this time I reacted with down 4 and I got hit for it. Nothing happened. So the down 1 and the down 3 from Shang Tsung did not get hit by back 3, backdash, back 3, 2, 1, but the down 4 did. Let's look at recording slot number 2 and see why. So now I have Sub-Zero doing back 3 and then back 3 into what appears to be nothing. Okay, down 1 and down 3 didn't get countered by the back 3 from Sub-Zero. Let's do down 4. See that? That's the mind game I use against my opponents up there in the Elder God and the God Combat League. Basically, you cancel the move you just did from not connecting it on block or hit, but on whiff. Cancelling on whiff is what's happening here in this tactic. The sudden reaction from the opponent will be countered and cancelled into the special move you import during the whiff. Sub-Zero is doing standing 3, back 3 and back 1 right now. On each of those attacks he is cancelling into Ice Ball. So that means any sudden advance from me as the Shang player, I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm gonna get hit by him without confirming it, because it will be a counter. There is no way anyone's gonna advance and block while they're pressing a button like this. Look at Sub-Zero standing 3. He's whiffing it, but if I go close, it goes into Ice Ball. That's what we're doing here. Let's use Shang Tsung's advancing forward 2 against Sub-Zero's back 1 into a blind hit. That's how it works. It combos. Like that. The sudden movement. And you recover in time. There is barely any risk with doing it. With whiffing a move and cancelling it into a special. There is barely any risk doing that when you're a distance away from the opponent. The hitbox of their advanced attack compared to a normal attack. So if I do this from here, that is not going to hit. But if I go closer, my hitbox is going to get bigger. Like that. Let's look at Sub-Zero's back 3. Like that, basically. And that hitbox is what you need to look out for, basically. You won't have to commit to the whole string and you can stay extra safe. Here is one of 2 examples. If you watched my Dead of Winter tips and tricks video for Sub-Zero, which I will link in the description, you would know that I showcased a way to make his Ice Ball safe on block or confirm into a full combo if it hits, if the opponent didn't happen to be blocking at that moment when the back 1 came out, it will go into a full combo. That's the same situation here. When I play Dead of Winter, I am always looking for that back 1 on block or on hit. The reason why is because I know either way I'll get a combo or I'm safe. So because of that, I'm always using the back 1 and I'm always whiffing it and then blocking after it. You may have noticed that from my Dead of Winter gameplay during streams. In my situation as a Sub-Zero main, I know I have a safe launcher from a high starting attack. You guys need to explore your options. Check your moves list, your special moves list. Check the frame data. Anything below -6 or -7 at this point can be safe. And based on range as well. The frames in this game change based on range. So what I'm trying to say is, if I did, it's -15 from there, right? But from there it's -13, and because of that, he can be punished, but maximum range, he cannot be. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm talking about, basically. Check your moves list. Find out what's best for you to use with your characters. Scarlet's Tentacle is a good example of being safe. Sindel's back forward 1 is a good example of being safe. It's special cancels I'm talking about. These are special moves I'm talking about. Maybe Kung Lao's hat spin, -4 or something like that, I believe. So yeah, and my back one with Sub-Zero catches people out when they jump as well. Like that. So yeah, I'm loving it over here with that move. Alright, so check this out. I'm the Sub-Zero player, and I'm almost dead. I know I cannot take a poke on hit. I can't take anything on hit. So I know he's going to poke. The first thing he's going to do is poke. And as you can see, I did a micro backdash into a blind hit. The only reason that blind hit connected is because his down one came out. If his down one didn't come out, it wouldn't have connected, and it would have just whiffed. That's what I'm talking about when I say blind hits. And example number 2, with my second main, the OG Bihan himself. We are looking at one of the most disgusting moves in the entire game. Aaron Black's forward 4. This character doesn't play this game, by the way. Anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get hit by the first forward 4, and then knowing that Aaron Black players want to get that crushing blow, so they gotta do it again. Because of that, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I manage to blind hit into a special cancel on this fucker. With Sub-Zero, I do standing 1 into Ice Ball, and it actually works. So now I'm gonna show an example with Knoob Cybot. I got hit. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, basically. There is the whiff cancel. That's what's important right here. If I don't do a whiff cancel, this will happen. That's it, basically. So for the outro of the video, we will be analyzing a few gameplay clips, showcasing things I've told you that you can do in today's video. So here against this Jade player, there you go, blind hit after my minus frames. I just did forward 2-2 into the low slide. Another blind hit, it paid off.
Round 1.
Now here the Jade player wants me to advance with the full string so he can hit me with back 2, but I knew that, so I'm just going to stop at forward 2, whiff stagger it, and then do a low slide.
Fight.
Now right here I did the short hop mix up that I was talking about earlier, but I messed the combo up. And now in this clip I'll be doing a blind hit into the rain super kick. So right here we got back 1 on block, micro backdash into back 1-1 again, into the rain super kick, into the fatal blow, and it's game over, just like that. This is the definition of cheesing your opponent.
Finish him.
The thing with doing blind hits into special cancels is that there's barely any risk to it. It either connects or you're still safe, and at this point with Shang Tsung, I don't really get punished for doing that rain super kick, to be honest, even though I know it is punishable by 7 frame moves at this point. But like I said, there's barely any risk, and now I'm gonna do it again. Like that. Because why not? It either connects or I'm either safe, that's it. Here, reversal grab against minus frames works. There's the back 1 I was talking about earlier. And right there you see, The first back three didn't touch him, but because he pressed the button, he pressed down one, and the second back three hit him into the ice ball.
Finish her.
That's the blind hit I was talking about. And there's the reversal backdash punish, cancelling the backdash into buttons. Count as a reversal punish, so you can take the turn. And here, blind hit into the fatal blow. I knew he would press that forward four, I knew he was going to press that button. And that's why I went straight into the fatal blow from that one touch. And here is one final additional tip from me to you as a thank you. You are most safe when you back away from an opponent that is knocked down. I highly suggest you begin walking back once you knock them down if you have the health lead. You may realize this will pay off better than you think. This way you are in a danger-free zone. Since Mortal Kombat 11 is the game where the player who is knocked down is scarier than the player that is standing, I highly suggest you just back away and move completely away. Once you knock him down, just walk away. Walk back. Don't give him no chance to get that wake up fatal blow, wake up jump kick on you, wake up buttons on you, wake up 3, whiff punish you with a roll, you know, roll wake up. Don't give him that chance, just simply walk away. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video and stream, whatever. Thank you, goodbye. Hopefully we hit 1,000 likes on this.
Ask for mercy.
Round 2, fight. Finish him.
Ask for mercy.